Chris came to Custom Aquariums with a plan to build a reef aquarium inspired by his home reefs in the Philippines, with an emphasis on nutrient export instead of water changes, and with a horror story of previous tank failures. We decided to help him out.
So this is my custom aquariums tank. It's been running for 6 months now. I set it up around December of 2017, towards the end of the month. I had 3 tanks before this. It was the first 150 gallon, and that one leaked. The manufacturer replaced it with another 150 gallons. After about 8 months, it was a disaster because the seam underneath completely gave out and it just emptied the whole tank. So one morning, I'm swimming in an inch of water here in my basement. So they replaced it. They were kind enough to replace it with a 250 gallon tank, but that one didn't last even a year. About 9 months, it was sitting here being 250, and the back of the tank just cracked while I was feeding it, and it drained the water again. So I said, no more of that tank. So I finally found Custom Aquariums, and they designed a tank for me and guaranteed that this tank will last a lifetime. And I agree, the craftsmanship of this tank is exquisite.
Chris has built a water cleaning system designed to remove all nitrate from the water, effectively eliminating the need to do water changes.
Right here, so that is my refugium. Okay, it's a 40 gallon capacity. This is an advanced refugium because there is a portion of the refugium that is low flow. So you can see the water levels are not even. So this area actually is good for nitrate or nutrient export because the water there is very still. So that alone produces the bacteria that will take out your nitrates. So that's one way of natural denitrification that I use in my system. The other one is I ran this biopellets. Okay, well, biopellets, everybody knows that they get consumed by the bacteria, while the bacteria gets exported out through your skimmer. Okay, I also have the algae reactor, which is on that side. A week ago, I exported a bunch of algae from there after 2 months setup, and I was able to get about a basketball size algae from just seeding it with about a tennis ball size on each of the chambers. So in 2 months, I'm looking forward to harvesting some algae from there again.
Skimmer?
And here's my skimmer. It's a 400 gallon capacity skimmer. So and it's connected to a ozone right there. I haven't really did any water change on this tank since I started it December. See, this is the same water that's been going on.
Chris's aquarium has a unique dynamic lighting system that rotates in place over a day to give the reef a more natural light cycle.
I have 4 Focustronic Focus 1 lighting system. These are the only dynamic lighting system in the market. Dynamic means it moves. Most lighting systems we have are called static, meaning they're focused on one spot, 8 to 10 hours, however you want to set it. But this one's, every hour it moves about 4 degrees, so it kind of gives the coral the natural simulation of sunrise and sunset.
Water exits the tank through 2 double H2 overflow stealth box external overflow boxes that are mounted behind the tank.
The reefscaping I created here is actually inspired by the Philippine Reefs. When I was younger and I go diving in the Philippine Islands, I remember going into underground rivers, which are islands that allow water. They're like caves that allow water to go through for about 2 miles or so, and that created my inspiration. So I created this reefscape. Okay, this is not one solid rock. These are pieces of rocks that I put together. What I did was the heaviest rock is on the bottom, and then I put a piece of glass underneath and just stack it with lighter rocks on top. So it created this, cave effect, okay? The advantage of this is there's a place for the fish to hide. If you see, the fish is always underneath, okay? They rarely go on top to bother the corals, which is kind of, I'm not expecting that actually, which is actually benefit for the corals because the corals cannot be disturbed, So now the advantage of this setup is I can create a laminar flow under the rocks, and I do that using two vortex pumps on each corner. One is powering on that side, okay, which pushes the water in, and the other one is on the opposite side, right there, okay. So they meet in the center and create that eddy current into the front, okay. Now that gets absorbed over here by my gyre pumps, okay. They create a flat flow on the surface to create that wave-like effect right there. In return, they meet in the middle and create this circular motion. This coral is the sign that how the current is being dispersed, throughout the tank. All right, this is my old coral from the last tank. It's a brain coral. I'm glad it's still surviving, okay. The one behind that is another coral that actually bleached out from the last tank, but right now it's recovering. So as the one beside it, which is a meat coral, I think they call it acanthophilia. That's all battered out, but it's still trying to survive. These mushrooms right here, the green and the orange, has been there since my old tank. The same rock that they were attached, I just kind of mounted the rock there. So as this coral and that plate coral, yeah, okay. It's happy right now because he was a little smaller. Now he likes the tank. That's why he's displaying that size. Okay, this is also from the last tank. Right there, it's I think it's called a lobe grain. Okay,
pretty.
Right. That one is a cocoa worm. I just bought that, so that's something new. And my old clam is still there. It's a blue Maxima clam.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah. All right.
What's this guy up top?
This is called the turbinaria or the cup coral. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to scroll up. It's purple and yellow-green.
What's the little fish that's up in there behind it?
The little fish is dory. There's a pair there.
Oh.
They're always shy. They'll come out only to eat.
Oh, the Aponis tank.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Those dories. They were in this tank when I was they call that acclimating them.
So this guy that shows you all the flow.
This is a tooth coral. Yeah, that's what Galaxia. I think what most people call it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a pink. I forgot the name. Pink zoas. There you go. The pink zoanthids. That one, that bright green right there is Hydronophora. It's an SPS type coral. Supposed to be a little bit more potent compared to the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, that has grown too significantly when put it in this tank. These are just different kinds of hammer corals.
Okay.
From that purple one down here are just different shades of hammer coral. This one is in the middle is a Duncan coral.
Okay.
That one and the one below that right there is a Duncan. They're the same. This one is a torch coral. This two is a elegance coral. Right, I would like to thank Custom Aquariums for giving me this awesome tank. I highly recommend it. You should get one too. It's a beautiful tank. They're really nice people, and they will, really custom make the tank that you dream of. This is what I dream of, and they gave it to me. Thank you.
If you would like to learn more about how Chris sets up his systems to remove nitrates, please check out his YouTube channel. And thank you, Chris, for choosing Custom Aquariums for your reef project.